Hello and welcome to yet another edition of Sports Connect, a digital connect to the world of sports and also the sporting media and social media. As usual, every week we make an attempt to bring you all that's happened in the world of sports in the week gone by and also what's happened in the world of social media when it comes to sports, bringing you all the latest gossips and the social paparazzi news. I am your usual host, Sakshi Mandwal. Let's get started with today's episode right on the word go. On that note, let's take a quick look at this video. As we all know, when there is sports and colors combined, it is a visual delight. And that is what we're about to show you in this video, where you will see a boy, a regular boy like us, doing skateboarding amidst the colorful balloons. It was indeed a very beautiful sight to watch, and hence we thought, why not share this beautiful moment with all of you also. Moving on to our next segment in Trend is all about the hashtags that dominated the Twitter world this week. Here's a quick wrap of the Twitter trends.
A disciplinary hearing has been scheduled in Maria Sharapova's doping case, with a ruling possible before Wimbledon starts. The International Tennis Federation President David Hegarty said doping cases typically take 2 to 3 months to process. That could deliver a verdict in June. Hegarty also said he had not been told details by the Federation Anti-Doping Tribunal, including when and where the hearing would be held. Sharapova was provisionally suspended after announcing on 8 March that she tested positive for meldonium at the Australian Open in January. Russian officials went Sharapova to play at the Rio de Janeiro Olympics in August. Barcelona sent a strong message to Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid by demolishing Deportivo La Corona by 8 to end a 4-game winless streak and keep its lead in the Spanish league. Luis Suarez scored 4 goals and set up 3 others to help Barcelona stop its free fall and show its determination to win the league for a second year in a row despite recent struggles. Goal by striker Fernando Torres for its 8th win in 9 league games. Barcelona's Brazilian star Neymar will miss the Copa America Centenario in the United States in June, but will be released to represent his country at the Rio Olympics in August. FC Barcelona thanked the Brazilian Football Federation and their president Marco Polo Del Nero, who have accepted the proposal made by the club that Neymar can play in the Olympic Games in Brazil 2016. And in this way, Neymar is freed from playing in the Copa America, which will be played in the United States between 3rd to 26th of June.
Well, over here, there's good news for all the Neymar fans out there. Yes, Neymar is going to be a part of the Rio Olympics this year to be held in Brazil. But at the same time, he will not be able to be a part of the Copa America. While the Brazilian Federation has requested, or rather had requested, for him to be released for both the tournaments, the Barcelonians were quite clear that they were not willing to compromise the player's absence from the tournament for such a long period of time, as it might affect his preparation for the upcoming next season also. Let's now shift our focus to the most happening social media platform for the youngsters, which makes their heartbeat zoom up to the next level. Yes, you are right. We are talking about Facebook. More in this report.
For as long as the Blackhawks' playoff series with the Blues has lasted, fans, analysts and maybe even Patrick Kane himself were wondering when the high-scoring forward was going to show up on the goal sheet. He showed up at just the right time for the Hawks. It was Kane who stuffed in his own rebound as the clock stretched past midnight and the Hawks escaped St. Louis with a 4-3 victory in doubled overtime over the Blues in a triumph that spared their season at least another couple of days. Stephen Curry will not play against the Rockets, the team announced. It will be the second consecutive game he will miss due to an ankle injury he suffered in Game 1 of the Warriors' first-round series against Houston. He returned to action that night, but the team decided to be conscious and had him sit out Game 2 after he experienced some pain while warming up. It's hard to blame the Warriors and Curry for being conscious, as he has a history of ankle injuries.
Let's slip into a short break. On the other side, a lot of news coming in and also a lot more that has been happening. But before that, take a look at this. And there is real good news for all the Indian Olympic gymnastic fans. Yes, the big good news is that after having an exhausted and a tiring performance out there, Deepa Karmakar has qualified for the Rio Olympics to be held in Brazil this year. This is really big news, and after the tournament was held and a qualification came clear, Deepa Karmakar said that she was looking forward to continue scripting history wherever she would be competing. More coming along in this report now.
First ever Indian women gymnast to qualify for the Olympics, Deepa Karmakar has scripted history. She booked her Rio ticket with a gold medal in an Olympic test event. The 22-year-old garnered a total score of 52.698 points in the Olympics qualifying event to book a berth for artistic gymnastics in Rio Games to be held in August this year. Apart from being the first Indian woman, she also became first from the country to qualify for the quadrennial extravaganza after 52 long years. Since the independence, 11 Indian male gymnasts have taken part in the Olympics, 2 in 1952, 3 in 1956 and 6 in 1964. Her first vault, the much difficult Prodnova, gave Deepa 15.066 points, the highest amongst the 14 competitors. But a poor show in the uneven bars took her points down as she collected 11.700, the second worst amongst the 14 participants. The Tripura girls secured 13.366 and 12.566 points in beam and floor exercises. We wish all the success in her future endeavors and hope she continues to bring laurels to the country.
Well, the official countdown to this year's Olympics in Rio de Janeiro has begun with the lighting of the relay torch in Athens. Some 12,000 torchbearers will be involved in the Brazil relay, which will start in the capital, Brasilia. More coming along in this report.
The flame for the Olympic Games in Brazil has been lit in southern Greece. The ceremony was performed at the site of the ancient games in Olympia by actress Katrina Liho. Dressed as a high priestess, she lit the torch using a parabolic mirror to reflect the rays of the sun. Runners will carry the flame across Greece to the headquarters of the International Olympic Committee in Switzerland before it is flown to Brazil. There it will travel through 329 cities over 95 days before arriving at the Maracana Stadium in Rio for the opening ceremony on 5th August. Overall, some 12,000 torchbearers will be involved in the Brazil relay, which will start in the capital, Brasilia. The games will run for 2.5 weeks from 5th to 21st August.
Well, there is good news for all the Sania Mirza fans out there. Yes, going by the way today women are dominating the men's-centric world. This is all the good news also for all the girls and the female power and the women sitting out there. Sania Mirza has been named in the 100 most influential women across the globe by the Times magazine. Good going, Sania Mirza, and it's also great news for all the women to get inspired seeing how a women's star can climb the ladder of success through perseverance, hard work and sheer effort.
Indian tennis ace Sania Mirza has been named by Time magazine in its list of the 100 most influential people in the world. Mirza recently received the Padma Bhushan from President Pranab Mukherjee after a sensational season as world's top-ranked women's double player. Sania, along with Swiss partner Martina Hingis, went on to win 41 successive matches and also lifted the Australian Open earlier this year. The top-ranked duo also won the Wimbledon and US Open last year. In a profile of Mirza, batting, great Sachin Tendulkar writes that her confidence, strength and resilience reach beyond tennis. And she has inspired a generation of Indians to pursue their dreams and to realize that they can also be the best. The cricket legend, who himself was accorded the same honours in 2010, went on to describe the tennis pioneer as an inspiration on the court.
Well, this is good news coming along for all the tennis fans out there. Novak Djokovic and Serena Williams claimed all the accolades at the Laureus World Sports Award held this year. They backed away the best sportsperson and the sportswoman of the year at the Berlin ceremony for their 2015 achievements. Djokovic reached all the 4 Grand Slams finals, winning 3 of them, a feat emulated by Williams. Brazil's Paralympic swimmer Daniel Dias was named Disabled Sportsperson of the Year after winning 7 golds at the IPC Swimming World Championships. We wish them all hearty congratulations and a successful year ahead. The members of the Indian Premier League's Governing Council are likely to deliberate on whether the 2017 edition of the cash-rich tournament can be held abroad, BCCI Secretary Anurag Thakur has revealed. In 2009, the league was moved for the entire duration to South Africa, while in 2014 it was shifted to the United Arab Emirates for the first 15 days. Well, we'll of course have to wait and watch as to where this goes along. Well, and in order to raise the ever-dwindling number of spectators in the stadium, the BCCI is all set to host its first ever day-night cricket test with the pink ball when New Zealand tour India later this year. Thakur said that the main objective of the Dulip Trophy will be to check how the pink kookaburra behaves under the light in subcontinental conditions. It is expected that all the leading Indian players will play in that Dulip game in order to get an idea and also give a feedback to the board before they go ahead with the test match. And now it's time for some light-hearted gossip. Sushant Singh Rajput recently met the Indian cricket captain Mahendra Singh Dhoni and discovered a common interest for bikes. The two also discussed how they bought their first bike. Currently, Dhoni owns some of the best bikes and Sushant has the new BMW K 1300R. Sushant will be next seen on screen playing the Indian captain in the biopic MS Dhoni, The Untold Story. And now we have an amazing video for you. Take a look. And now there is some sad news from the world of wrestling. Former WWE Women's Champion and reality TV star Kaina Akajuani Laurer had died at the age of 45. The cause of her death is still not known. After a career in WWE, Kaina took to modeling and bodybuilding. Twitterati expressed their shock and heartbreak at the demise of the former champion, with several condolences coming throughout the day. And now we have the moment of the week for you. Yes, Sana Nehwal, grappling with her inconsistent performance of late, is all set to shoot a new television ad commercial with the Bollywood star Irfan Khan. Did you know is our next segment, which will give you some mind-boggling facts from the sports arena. Here are today's interesting facts.
Did you know the Major League Baseball teams use about 8,50,000 balls per season? Did you know the high jump method of jumping headfirst and landing on the back is called the Fosbury flop? Did you know the baseball home plate is 17 inches wide? Did you know the badminton shuttle easily travels 180 kilometers per hour?
And from the archives is our next segment, On This Day in Sports.
It was on this day in 1990 Major Leagues opened a reduced 140-game season. On this day in 1933 Dover soccer team was formed in Vinendal. In 1994, Michael Moorer became the first left-handed heavyweight champion.
It is now time for a short break, but you stay tuned and lots more lined up from the world of social media and sports right after this break. Well, it seems to be the wedding season for the entire Men of Blue team right now. The recent cricketer who got hitched was Ravindra Jadeja, and he got married to his friend and also fiancée Riva Solanke. We wish them both a very happily married life and a world of bliss in the coming years ahead. Welcome back, and I think the good news from the world of cricket and also all the fans of cricketers continues on. Chris Gayle, who recently flew off back to West Indies in the ongoing IPL season, taking a break in between, was out to West Indies for a very special reason. And what was the special reason was the big news. That was the birth of his daughter, whom he has named Blush. Yes, he announced the arrival of his daughter through an Instagram post that pictured him and his partner Natasha Berridge. However, what caught most of the eyeballs in the post was the part where he announced the name of his daughter, calling her Blush, reviving the controversy that had Gayle in quite a bit of trouble during the Big Bash League in Australia last year. We wish a hearty congratulations to the newly parents. I'm sure the budding athletes would love to see themselves on our show. So, this is totally your space where you can send in all your sports-related pictures of achievements till date. And we promise you, we will show those pictures in our next episode. You can always send us your pictures via email. Our email ID is ddsportsconnect@gmail.com. Remember, it's connect with a K, so don't miss it. Now it's time to wind up the show, but before going, we'll leave you with this question, which is of course our sports quiz. Well, you must be curious to know the answer of the last episode. The correct answer is 8 years. And the name of the winner is Janardhan Prasad. Here's wishing you good luck and also heartiest wishes from our side, Mr. Janardhan Prasad. And now friends, we come to today's question. Which of the following is a Manipuri version of hockey? Your options are Khong Kangje, Yang Tanaba, Yubi Lakpi, or the last one being none of the above. You can always tweet us with your answers using hashtag #SportsQuiz on Twitter and Facebook, and we will announce the winner's name in our next episode. Also, you can mail us your answers on ddsportsconnect@gmail.com. Do connect with us on Facebook, Twitter and YouTube. You can follow us on twitter.com/ddsportschannel. Also, you can like our Facebook profile page, that is www.facebook.com/DoordarshanSports. You can also subscribe to us on YouTube. Our YouTube URL being youtube/DoordarshanSports. For bloggers out there, you can now share your articles with us. Yes, we promise you that we'll post the most interesting one on our DD Sports blog, that is ddsportsindia.wordpress.com. You can also send us your feedback about the program on ddsportsconnect@gmail.com. Well, we do hope you liked and enjoyed our show today. We'll see you once again on your favorite sports channel, DD Sports, on your favorite show, Sports Connect. But before that, we leave you with this interesting sports video today for all of you to enjoy. On that note, it's time now for us to say goodbye. But remember, next week, we'll once again bring you a wrap of all that happened in the world of sports and the social media, and also in the world of paparazzi and Twitterati, bringing you all the latest gossips from the world of sports. Till then, it's a goodbye. See you once again next week, same day, same time on DD Sports. Q into Sports Connect. Goodbye and have a lovely week.
Big deal, he hit the hot spot. Every single club on the street, they're calling him the Dance Dance Thief. Richie's eyes glide, looking for the moves he can claim. Takes them for his wicked, wicked fame. Of all the places